You know, I said it to you last time. I disagree. Men are not thinking about sex 100% of the time. We're only thinking about sex 50. The other 50% of the time, we're thinking about getting a blowjob. Now, everybody, let's keep it going for Cyclone!
Thank you. So, I know what all of you guys are thinking right now. I know I am not the love child of Colonel Sanders and comic book guy. Actually, does all this fat make me look obese or what? You know, I'd have all you people know that this morning I burned 700 calories.
Woo.
Thank you. I left my bagel in the oven a little bit too long. So before I came out here tonight, I was on Facebook, and I was playing that Facebook game, which X-Men character are you? And I got Wolverine. Because obviously you guys can tell that I look so much like Hugh Jackman. That I now actually want to write the next movie, but I'm going to call it Triple X-Men 72. Wolverine lets himself go. So, I'm really in a sad mood right now because I just got dumped by my girlfriend. Thank you for the one lonely, it's like the one candle in the... But, we had met at a very popular website, eBay.
Have you actually met though? That's the real question.
Yes. And I actually won her over with my best offer, which was my hairline. And she came from a very traditional Irish Catholic family, which means they like to drink and blame other people for their problems. Now I, on the other hand, come from a very traditional Jewish family, which means we like to drink and hope that our kids never date Irish Catholics. And you know, the only part that still sticks in my craw, and I don't know what a fucking craw is the fact that we finally had those cute little nicknames, you know, that a couple would give to each other. For example, she used to call me Wet Pimento Dick. I would call her Grand Canyon Cooch. But you know what, ladies? Not a single one of you, okay, not a single one of you here tonight will find a more romantic, loving guy than me. For example, on our first date, I took her to this beautiful, secluded, dark area in Central Park. And we were going at it pretty hot and heavy, and after a while I whispered in her ear, I just wish there was a little bit of light. And then she whispered back in my ear, that would be great because for the last 15 minutes you were fingering a squirrel. You know, and then came Valentine's Day, and that's when she asked me to buy her breast implants. And I said, look, I love you and all, but on an unpaid comic salary, I can't afford plastic titties. But I have an equal solution. I told her to take a wad of toilet paper, put it in your hand, shake it up and down really fast like this between your tits. And she looks at me and she's like, how the hell is that going to make my tits bigger? And I lovingly looked at her and said, I have no idea, but it worked on your ass. You know, and we were actually talking about getting married at some point, and we realized because of the religion thing, there would just have to be compromises. For example, I was not going to step on and break a glass. I was just planning on picking up and crushing a nativity scene. And we were not going to allow people to throw rice after our ceremony. We were hoping people wouldn't mind flinging potato latkes at us like frisbees. You know, and then it dawned on me suddenly that we actually had a major fundamental difference between the two of us. I like to smile with my eyes. And sometimes, I talk with my hands. While she likes to smile with her breasts and talk out of her ass. But we also considered the possibility of having kids one day. And I just found out that kids really do say the darndest things. I was in JCPenney the other day, and I needed to use the restroom. Now, they're located in the women's undergarment department. So as I crossed paths with this woman and her, 4, 5, or 6-year-old son, he jumps up like LeBron James, rips the panties right off of this mannequin, and goes, "Mommy, now it looks like Grandma." I mean, see, I just don't think I could deal with one day me having my demon seed look at me, sitting on the couch, playing Madden 862, going, "Daddy, why is Mommy's friends more successful than you?" So, I'm a hater, because, well, I hate things. And one of the things I hate is when friends give lousy advice. Recently, a friend of mine came up to me and said, "Cyclone, you are big and you are wild looking. What you need to do when you do stand-up is jump up and down on stage, run around, and act all wild." I'm like, "Really, bro? Is that what I need to do?" Because I've spent 43 years getting myself into this Greek god of a body you see before you, so one day I could run you over in my hover round. Then, the other day, another friend of mine said to me, "Cyclone, you always seem a bit stressed out. What you should do is move down south where we are, because it's just so much more relaxing down here." And I told her I would. Honest to God, hand on the Bible, I would love to move down south. But the fact of the matter is, I love the cold weather. And I love it because you can always put more clothing on. Down where you are in the heat and the humidity, there's only so much you can take off. And truth be told, I just don't want to cause a ruckus, because when I sweat through my He-Man underoos, I look just like a Wilhelmina model. Another thing I hate, and I'll leave you guys with this, is how politically correct we've gotten as a society. Enough of that. However, there are some things I'm just more comfortable and I would appreciate when you talk to me about, okay? For example, I am not just some creepy stalker. I just like to play games like hide and go seek and follow the leader a lot. I am not ugly, damn it. I'm aesthetically pleasing, challenged. And under no circumstances am I a racist. I'm a profiler. Hey, thanks a lot. My name is Cyclone, and let's bring Brandon back up.
Keep it going for Cyclone! All right, traveling here.